Good morning. Welcome to the cult. I'm going to try this again, this time with the volume not muted. Today we're talking to Wolf Capital. So Trav, tell us a little bit about yourself and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so I'm the owner, CEO of Wolf Capital. I've been in this DeFi space for about a year. When I first started, I was getting into these small projects and, investing quite a bit of funds and end up losing it and due to a rug pull or just flat out, not doing the research I should have done. Just like everybody that starts out. And before all that, I've been in the stock market pretty heavily my entire life, doing a lot of day trading and all that stuff. And when COVID hit, I was really big into commodities and oil. And mainly the reason why I was always in oil is I work in the oil and gas industry. So it's easy for me to know the information that's needed to trade, be profitable. And when COVID hit, and oil commodities dropped and crashed. I think one day it was even like negative $30 for a barrel on I think it was like a 7-day contract or something. I immediately started pulling every single dollar I had available and started investing into oil and gas companies. Just for the fact of sheer, buy low, sell high. And then 2 years later, I made a small fortune, sold everything. I looked for the next best thing, and that was DeFi. So got involved in it, and ever since it's been, rug pull after rug pull and getting pissed off. And so started my own gig, and this would be the third project. First one with Aria. We've known each other for a long time, and he's been part of D Mountain, Moon Art, been everywhere. So we got close, became friends, good buddies, and from there we talked about starting up another project together, and we come up with Wolf Capital. And it was pretty much 99% his idea, and I think I had like a little bit of info to put in there.
So you guys have worked together on other projects before?
No, we just known each other just through different projects and stuff, and this is the first one that we've started with together, and ever since, man, it's just been a great partnership. And he tackles his end on his stuff, and I tackle the trading on my end, and day-to-day ops and shit like that. So
since you're on the subject,
it's been great.
Since you're on this subject, I'm curious, what do you find is the biggest difference from the trading world and crypto? Like, man, if you had to like put your finger on one thing, what would it be, my friend?
The volatility. Crypto volatility is just sky high compared to anything else. And that's what's so good about it, is even in a sideways market, you can still capitalize a lot of money. So it takes years of trading and practice to be even close to decent on a non-volatile market. But when crypto's just a different animal.
Yeah, I tried. I was very successful as being bad at it. So I decided to just, learn take my successes and move on.
Right.
Yeah, I learned really quick that it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, trading is not for me. I'm too emotional.
Yeah, you gotta leave that at the door.
Yeah, I like my money, and when it goes down, I'm like, makes me sad.
Right.
So trading wasn't for me. Have either of you worked on a DeFi project before, helped out, or anything like that?
Yeah, so I had two others before this, WC Miner BNB, which that one's still running, and WC Miner BUSD was just a Wealth Mountain fork. We brought in.
I heard about that.
Yeah, we brought in 780,000 on the WC Miner BUSD one, and just like all the Wealth Mountain forks, they collapsed because of panic withdrawals. But I mean, it was very successful when it was running. But yeah, so we decided to learn from our mistakes from the previous ones, implement those on this one, and you can't do any kind of panic withdrawals. We have a halt that's programmed into the contract, so if something, which there's other protocols in place, to keep that from happening. But if it ever did happen, and those protocols didn't work, we have a halt. We can stop all the panic withdrawals, and we can kind of assess the situation, figure out what we need to do. If we need to just shut it down and issue withdrawal or refunds to everybody, then we will. So that way, not everybody can claim their funds back without worrying, somebody else is going to claim theirs,
Mm-hmm.
But
so I guess this is a good segue into it. Tell me about Wolf Capital. Give me the bird's eye overview, if you would, please. The screen is I'm sharing the screen as well, if you can see it.
Right. So Wolf Capital is basically a staking platform, and we're trying to create a platform that is a non-Ponzi-nomic platform where the investor comes in, stakes, and you can choose whether or not to join someone's wolf pack. Basically, it's a teams aspect of it, and this is kind of where the innovation comes in. You can earn anywhere from 1% to 2% daily, depending on that wolf pack. There's a chart that's on that white paper that explains where depending on where that wolf pack is on members and the amount of money that's in that wolf pack, and that determines your extra ROI percentage daily.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. So I'm sorry if to interrupt you. That part caught my attention. Let's compare that with another drip rather, because so with this, it's more based on how big your team is, as opposed to you have to break it down for me, please.
Yeah.
How does it differ?
So it differs based off.
If you don't mind, so I'm going to chip in and.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Chef, I'm going to chip in, and I didn't get the chance to introduce myself, but I'm glad that we're on here. Thank you for inviting us, Tiamat. And hello to everybody. A lot of familiar faces on here. So yeah, just I want to give a breakdown regarding the functionalities that we have on Wolf Capital. By the way, I have to mention that Wolf Capital is 100% original code. It's not a fork. And also the concept by itself is also 100% original. It hasn't been done before. And we're the first team to implement this kind of concept into a project. And I think so far it has been proving to be a very successful system. So the entire idea behind Wolf Capital is that you have a fair base ground for all the investors, as opposed to other projects where the majority of the incentive is towards the influencers, the YouTubers, and so on. And throughout the time that I have been in the DeFi space, and Trav as well, our entire team, we have always thought that it should be fair to all investors. DeFi should be a square ground for, like a square starting ground for all the investors, for the entire community, and so on. So that's the core of Wolf Capital. So regarding the Wolf packs and how they function, so basically you can either create a Wolf pack on Wolf Capital, or you can join somebody else's Wolf pack. So as the Wolf pack grows and as the total team stake of the Wolf pack grows, the daily percentage for the entire Wolf pack increases, right? So let's say that you have joined the Wolf pack of your favorite YouTuber, for instance, and he's getting a lot of referrals. everybody is benefiting from that because the total team stake increases, the total members of the wolf pack increase as well. And let's say that you guys reach 2% daily. This means that everybody on that specific wolf pack is going to earn 2% daily. And same goes if, for example, the total team stake decreases, so does the daily percentage. Like Trav already mentioned, the daily percent is, the base daily percent is 1%, and it goes up to 2% daily. So as you can see on your screen right now, it increases by a point with each level. It's very simple to understand. It's a very simple concept, yet it's really unique. So yeah, in the core of Wolf Capital is teamwork. That's what DeFi should be about.
So bear with me here. So if I had $1,000 and I put it in here, and without any teammates, I would be at the 0.1%, the 0.1%.
You're going to be at 1% daily because the base daily percentage is 1%. You're starting off at 1%.
Okay. So then the stacking part is to get on your way to the extra 2%. Okay. So you start out with
that's
1%.
Correct. Yeah. So as you grow your wolf pack, as your friends join, and as they stake as well, you guys grow your wolf pack. You grow your level of the wolf pack, and you start increasing your daily percentage.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, go on. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, it's a really unique concept.
Interesting. And how do the, I guess let's break down the tokenomics for me first, please. You don't actually have a token, but it seems like you still have some of those mechanics. Can you break it down for me, like as far as the
as of right now, we don't. Sorry, I'm having a delay. As I mentioned in the beginning, I have some network issues, so I probably interrupted you.
Oh, it's okay, my friend. I was just curious about the mechanics of the system. Even though you don't have a token, you still have plenty of mechanics that are similar to a token. You know, the referral fees, the taxes, and so on and so on. Can you break those down for me? Like when I deposit, is there taxes?
As of this point, as of this moment, we do not have a token yet. Our project is set in such a way that it's the whole idea is that we scale on top of it, and that's what we're working on in recent times. But I'm going to get onto that later. So in terms of the referrals that you have opened up, when you invite somebody to join the wolf pack that you're in, you get 1.5% from his total stake, right? From his total deposit, and you get that directly to your wallet. Same goes for him. When he uses, when your friend uses the referral link, he's also going to get an immediate 1.5% cash back from his deposit back to his wallet. And that's really interesting. I think that referrals should be working both ways, and that's why we have them like that on Wolf Capital. It's pretty simple, and I think the way that we have set up the referrals in general are optimized, because you see a lot of projects having too high referrals, and I think at 1.5 and 1.5 for each user, it's for each party, it's completely normal.
So where are these funds coming from? How are you paying the taxes? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you taking it from the initial deposit?
Yeah, so we have only a deposit fee. We have only a deposit fee, which is 10%, and we have zero fees on withdrawals. That's how Wolf Capital functions. So basically, when you want to deposit, let's say $100, $10 is going to be the tax, so meaning that your stake is going to be $90. As our contract works with USDC, which is pegged to the dollar.
Okay, so you set aside 3%. So taxes are 10%. You set aside 3%. 1.5 goes back to the depositor. 1.5 goes to the team lead. Where does the other 3% go? Or 7%. My math.
Which other 3%?
7%.
If you open, so we have a fee which is directed to the owner, Trev, and so which is 3%, if I'm not mistaken. We have, I'm not sure actually.
Okay, I see it.
Let me go on there and have. There it is.
I see it. Okay. I just like knowing when these things.
So it's 3% to the owner. It's 2% towards me. 4% towards the marketing wallet, and 1% goes back to the lottery pool, which we're going to go over as well.
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay. Break down. Yeah, that's a good segue. Break down the lottery for me.
Yeah, so our lottery is very unique as well because it's not an individual lottery. It's a team lottery where all the Wolfpacks get to participate, and basically the lottery functions on a weekly basis, where 1% of the total deposit gets pulled into the prize pool of the lottery, and each week the team with the most deposits wins 30% of the prize pool. And this gets split throughout the entire Wolfpack based on the percentage that you have from the total stake. So, for instance, if you have 10% of the total team stake, you get 10% of the prize.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Again, regarding our lottery, I don't think anybody has done it this way before us. So it's a unique lottery system as well. The entire idea that we have is to do something new in the DeFi space, and also most importantly to deliver value to the DeFi space, because I think the majority of the people on here see what's happening. Like 90% of the projects are the same old thing. Basically forks and just changed up a little bit. And that's not how you innovate. That's not how you move forward. Of course, there have been pretty amazing forks out there, but the majority of them are just tax farms, and that's not what DeFi should be about. DeFi should be about innovation, working together, and bringing value.
I like that. Tax farms. I'm going to use that. Tax farms.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Like the majority of these minor projects, for instance, they have been tax farms, and it's only the teams that have been benefiting from them in general terms. But the dev teams and the influencers, because of the high referral fees and the increase that you have on the daily percentage based on your referrals as well. So that's why I refer to them as tax farms.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. It clicked right as soon as you said it. I like it. Okay. What about the audits? Tell me about the audits. And I see you guys are KYC as well.
Yeah, we have our audit done by we have our audit done by the SAM team, which have done an amazing job and have been doing an amazing job in general, keeping the DeFi space safe, especially with the minor and ROI projects. As you know, there are quite a lot of malicious players in the space, and I can truly say that the Stamp have been doing their best job to keep the space safe. So I have personally been working with them, Trav as well. We have been working on them on the majority of the projects we have done so far, and so we have done the audit for Wolf Capital as well with them, which you can go ahead and open it. We have gotten a pretty significant score. keeping in mind that we are a project which we have access to the funds, and usually on the stamp projects that do have access to funds do not get anywhere close to the score.
So how? Okay.
I do have to mention though that both. I do have to mention though as well that both myself and Trav have been around for a significant time in the DeFi space, and not only that, but we have both underwent a KYC process with METATAGS, just as an extra layer of security to the investors of Wolf Capital. I'm not saying that the KYC is the most important factor that investors should look for, but the most important factor is the backgrounds of the team. And regardless if you want to invest in Wolf Capital or any other projects, it's very important to make sure that you not only that you invest in the protocol, but you invest in the team. So you have to make sure that you invest with the right people, right?
Very cool. Okay. I've heard a lot about, I've been hearing about George for a little over a year now. Nothing but good stuff. I'll have to talk to him eventually. So good stuff. Okay. Tell us about the KYC.
Yeah, George is an amazing guy. I can link you guys up.
Yeah, please do. I would not mind talking to him because he seems to be on a ton of people's lips, so to speak. 69 participants. I'm simple. Okay, so the KYC. Tell us about that. Is that you, Trav, or are both?
Yeah, we have our KYC.
It's both of
us are KYC.
Yeah. Okay.
We have both are same from METATAGS. He's got one. I've got one. He's had one from D Mountain on his projects, and then I had mine from the WC Miner BUSD one, and then we renewed it whenever we started this one. So,
and this is one of those private docs things, right? Where you docs to a company as opposed to the public. Not that I care either way. I honestly don't care either way.
Yeah, they run a extensive background, credit, and what's the other one? On top of my head, I can't remember the other one. But yeah, he holds all my information, address, social security number, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people
and also they run background checks, like Trav said.
Cool. I'm more of a fan of track record than KYC stuff. So right. I like it. It's cool, but I like seeing more, like, because I've been in plenty of KYC projects that rugged.
Yeah, I understand that.
So yeah, I like that you guys have been building a track record that's more substantial to me than, things such as that. Okay. I like it.
I completely agree with that. That was the point that I was trying to make earlier on.
Yeah, I caught on. So, walk me through the website. I'm not invested, so I know it's not going to show me everything, but I have the first, I have the dashboard pulled up, if you can see it. So, walk me through it, kind of. I'm a new user. How do I use this app?
Yeah. Yeah, so on the left side, you have the sidebar where you have the staking. On there, you can go to stake and create your Wolfpack, for instance. Basically, if you want to create your own Wolfpack, you have to make your first deposit without using a referral link. Because if you do use a referral link, you're going to join a Wolfpack. And let's say that you do not know anybody on Wolf Capital. And you don't know anybody that is invested, so you don't have a referral link. That's why we have the Wolfpack section, as you see, in the middle of the sidebar. You can open it.
Where is that? Oh, Wolfpacks. I'm slow. Okay. It says no data to show, though.
Yeah.
Is that because I'm not connected?
Yeah, you would have to connect your wallet. Yeah.
hold on. Let me see if I have. No, wrong browser. I don't have a wallet on this one, sir. But I get it. And there's going to be a list there.
So here you're going to be able to see a list with all the wolf packs, and you're going to be able to join those that are available to join. Mm-hmm. And that's going to take you directly to the staking. And once you make your stake, you're going to join that specific wolf pack.
So this is kind of like
it's when you the DApp. Like in general, the DApp is go ahead.
If I wanted to, like, I know I can't see it, but I'm assuming that I would see the list of possible wolf packs to join. Does it give me information about them? Like, can I go to their Telegram to talk to them before I join? Can I do things like that? That would be an interesting way to gamify that.
Now, we do display all the information regarding each wolf pack, so you can check that. Now, in terms of having, each team having a Telegram group, so far I'm personally aware about one Telegram group for the wolf pack of the DeFi snipers of my friend Crypto Rock and the other guys. But regarding the other teams, I'm not aware whether they have a specific group for the wolf pack.
Pretty cool. So, how does so the staking looks pretty simple.
In general, the DApp, what we went for with the DApp is to make it as simple to use, as user-friendly as possible, so that we don't have too much confusing information like a lot of the dApps out there that have too much, an overload of information, and it's hard to people to understand. So the idea behind the DApp is to make it simple to use, even for people that are now being introduced to DeFi. As many of you know now, with the upcoming bull run, who knows when it's going to be, but with the upcoming bull run, Wolf Capital is still going to be here. And a lot of new people are going to be joining DeFi, and we want to make sure that Wolf Capital is easy to use for those new people.
I like it. Yeah, you already won me with a dark mode. I don't know why everybody doesn't just use a dark mode. I love dark mode. Okay, all right. So the lottery. Okay, what's the? Can you give me like a couple examples, like how much dollar worth these wolf packs have been winning from the lottery? I'm curious.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah, it's been around 800 a week, around between 700-800 a week. Yeah, DeFi Sniper wolf pack, we bought them about 4 to 5, so we're doing okay. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
My browser's being stupid. Okay, so I guess now the dashboard is pretty simple. Stake lottery. That's pretty. Yeah, this is pretty. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler. I like it. Okay. Is there any fiat is there any fiat onboarding options, or are you just assuming that
no, we do not have such options as of now.
Okay, so all right, now let's go to the back end of this stuff. So I have $1,000. I put it in. 10% of it goes to taxes. Blah blah blah. Now I'm left with 900. What happens to the 900 after that?
The 900 goes into our portfolio, which currently is sitting. I got the numbers in front of me here, which we've been generating since day one. Every week we've been ending in green. Currently sitting at 320, 325, 844. No, that's the previous week. 379, 896. The last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. we're just shy that we've made almost just shy of 100,000 from our trading system. Last week we did 4%. Week before that was 7.2%. Week before that was 10%. The week before that was 4%. So what we do is we just leave a little bit left in the smart contract to cover any kind of small claims or anything like that are happening throughout the week. And usually those are covered with the deposits that have been coming in during the same time. Right now it's growing a little bit on what's left in there, which I think it's sitting right around 60,000. And then we have the 380,000 sitting in the portfolio that's growing every day. We trade based off of DCA bots, future bots, grid bots. We have an AI bot that runs. It's not very aggressive. Everything that we do is based off of risk management, depending on what the market's doing that day or the prior day before that. And all these strategies have been tested prior to launch of Wolf Capital. So we've tested for several months. We launched, had the game plan ready. We took after it, and it's been growing ever since.
So when you say we, who is we? Is that you personally, or is
personally?
There
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to qualify. So your days are spent. Walk me through like one of your typical days.
Wake up, turn on CNBC, check the news, go over Twitter, see what was running last night, check the grid bots because those run 24/7. Those never turn off. See where we're at for the day, for the previous day. If we're falling behind, if we're not, go over the market, see where we're at. Look to see what Asia did over the night because I'm CST time, so Asia usually starts during that evening and closes right around when I wake up, and it's usually pretty determined what America's going to do unless there's some kind of stupid news that comes out. Check the calendar for the Fed reports that come out throughout the week that will adjust or mess with anything in the markets, and then from there just strategize. And sometimes you have to change your strategy mid-morning or mid-afternoon or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much how my morning goes. It's busy because I also work 13 hours a day, so I do that at the same time.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I'm very dyslexic and sporadic. My brain I couldn't do all that. That would be too much for me. So on the website, you have 644,000 TVL?
Yes. 644,000 total investments.
I know TVL sometimes is a meme, so that's why I'm curious about that.
Right. Right now, yeah, that's where we're sitting with total investments that have come in so far.
When did you guys launch?
February 16th.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think there's just not enough of me to look into everything, unfortunately.
But yeah, the whole point of the external revenue side was to eliminate that Ponzi-nomics attitude that you see in DeFi. We don't want to do that. We want to capitalize on the goal of being able to generate those divs, on a constant basis, and week after week we're green. We just, we're set up to expand and scale, and and continue to grow and hold that consistent growth. It would just be everything at the end of the day. So.
And it looks like you publish all the trades. Is this after the fact or is this live?
No, it's live. That happens in our Discord channel.
This is live.
Our Telegram channel.
So you have a bot there tracking the wallet, and it does this and it posts that. Is that how you're doing that?
Not tracking the wallet, it's tracking the trades. I use the API on 3 commas.
Okay.
And it makes it easier because we're running off of a bunch of different exchanges. You don't ever throw all your money in one place, as we've seen with some of these other centralized exchanges fall apart. So that's part of that risk management side. And then we just we tie them all together on 3 commas, and we use our notification system to send it to the Telegram channel, where I've got a Telegram bot running on that one to copy from another channel to get them all in. And then same thing with Discord. We have another bot on Discord that copies the same thing and brings them in real time.
Cool. I shared the Discord. I'm sorry, the Telegram link in the room if you guys want to take a look. It's pretty interesting. Okay. So other than trading, are the funds used for anything else?
No, not currently.
Or is that just
currently right now? We're just it's all coming in as trading, and that's kind of where our scaling side is going to come in. Once we start scaling, we'll be able to find different avenues of revenue to bring in.
Okay. Tell me what's your definition of scaling? I've been trying to figure in my mind how to scale this, because it seems like it's pretty dependent on you.
So we have nothing definitive. Yeah, we don't have anything on paper right now, but we've talked, and anything that comes up, it's been a token, blockchain, NFT. There's different avenues and different ways that we can go about this. I've networked quite a bit with some people that have had a lot more success than we have. Also doing not the same thing we're doing, but in terms of being in DeFi, and networked with them, that kind of bounced some ideas off of them, seeing how they would do it. But yeah, we don't have nothing set in stone right now to just come out and say this is what we're doing next. But in terms like that, that's kind of where we're looking at, though. I mean, somewhere down that avenue.
Fair enough. I like that. I like your transparency. I like your candid. Okay, so I think usually I ask people why we should trust you, but I think you guys have both already kind of answered that. What do you think is like the hardest problem standing between you and the next stage right now?
Time is always against us.
Interesting. That's fair. What, if anything, have you done to prepare for coming legislation and regulation, if that ever happens?
I think there needs to be some, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think they need to do it to a way where, because the issue is they don't like the decentralized mechanisms where they can't put their greed, the government can't touch crypto and tax the crap out of it like they do everything else. And that's what it's going to come down to at the end, is how are they going to do this without having to try to throw a tax on it over a guy in China sending money to a guy in Iran or France or whatever, and on a blockchain that's run by a company in Korea. And that's the idea, is what they're trying to do is they're trying to just kill it instead of just come up with a decent way to regulate.
Right. What do you think?
And partially is probably because they don't understand how it all works, and they don't want to.
Right. I think. Well, I don't think. I know it's pretty evident. All the people that are in charge are really, really old.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody that's in charge that's making all these decisions for us are like they were born considerably before all these things were invented.
I mean, the whole idea of Bitcoin was to basically stop what happened these last 10 days in the banking sector.
Right.
And the fact that nobody's come out, or I mean, there has been some people that have come out, but nobody on the higher end media or government officials come out and said, this is, maybe we should switch to some sort of decentralized application blockchain technology and implement it in our United States banking system. Instead, they just go, oh, we're just going to keep suing stable coins and for not registering it as a commodity. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, let's sue everybody and send them to China. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. We learn as if we didn't learn our lessons with the semiconductors back in the day, or chips manufacturing. We didn't learn our lessons back enough.
No.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have? Again, I think my only, not to put you on the spot, but I think this is really dependent on you a lot, and that puts a. I guess that's also a good thing, right? But have you thought of contingencies for, how to spin this so it can kind of exist without you, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole automated side with the bots. It's made it a lot easier instead of sitting here trying to do manual trades all day. I mean, if you don't look at the Telegram channel for 24 hours, you come back to it, there's almost 8,000 trades made within 24 hours. So in a sense, yeah, I mean, right now it is, but with the oversight of me looking at it. And as far as the development side of it, I mean, Auxeria has been tackling that since day one. So in terms of totally reliable, I mean, yeah, to a point. But my strategies are already in place in these trading bots, and I'm not. I did turn some off, turn some on, stuff like that, just depending on how the market's running. But I mean, we have a great team in place, several mods, all that stuff. We've got a dream team that's running the show. I'm kind of in the background on most days, and but yeah.
Okay. I've unpaused the room so that people can post their questions in the meantime. But I guess, what about partnerships and so on? Have you anything like that coming up?
Not that I've really. I have an issue with the whole partnership deal. Just because of, this kind of extends to my name, Ria's name. We have our name out there on, for Wolf Capital. So I would just, being that what we're building is trying to change the way DeFi is ran right now, where we could bring trust back into the market. And to do that, we would have to see the same applications and protocols in place that we do with other projects, and you just don't see that right now. So to kind of have a partnership that it just doesn't really sit very well right now, just because of where we're at. What we made is brand new. We're trying to lead by example, and if we start seeing other people following that example, then yeah, we'd probably be open to some sort of partnership like that.
Okay. What would you say to somebody, and this question is for both of you guys, what would you say to somebody just getting into DeFi right now? And, what advice would you give them? What pitfalls would you tell them to avoid?
Joining in right now. See, I'm kind of one of those guys that wants to learn by my own mistakes, so I don't know if I would tell anybody anything. I've had some family. Yeah, I've had some family, jump in. I've told them to watch out for, to watch out for these, I would say sketchy, but the projects that promise, you're going to get rich tomorrow, type of numbers where it's 9% ROI and daily, and on tokenomics side of it, I don't know. It's hard to explain on my end.
I got you.
But yeah.
What about you, Oria? What would you tell a newbie, sir?
Well, I have been a propagator for a very long time towards, educating newcomers to the DeFi space and the importance of them joining unbiased communities that are going to spread the knowledge and answer all questions regarding the DeFi space and any projects and so on. Knowledge in DeFi is key. It's very important. You can join, for example, I would recommend joining the DeFi Snipers Collective, and I have been doing so for a very long time. To all new members, to all new people that have been coming in the DeFi space, I have been recommending them to join the DeFi Snipers Collective, Monarch as well. I'm on there. I think aligning yourself with other individuals which want to bring positivity in the DeFi space, want to bring knowledge, and especially raise up the standards like we're doing with Wolf Capital. We're setting the standards higher. I would say teamwork, align yourself with the right people, do your own research. Always make sure that you invest in projects by solid teams and not by teams that have appeared yesterday and are going to disappear tomorrow, because we have seen a lot of that. And me, myself, I'm doing projects, but whenever some of these guys that are new to the DeFi space reach out to me and ask me regarding other projects and so on, I'm always going to answer. I'm always going to do my best in the very little free time that I have to kind of, do my duty for the DeFi space, because I'm really passionate towards DeFi, and I believe that we should all do our fair share in making sure that we spread the knowledge and that we prevent all the newcomers from getting rugged and having the bad experience that we've had when we first got into DeFi. Because we have seen how many of those people that got rugged, that lost their money, they disappeared from DeFi, they went away, and they're never going to come back. And as a space, all of us, we can't allow ourselves to lose all the newcomers. And when I say this around chats, people say, "Oh, but we gotta have exit liquidity." No, you guys, you gotta stop thinking like that. You gotta start thinking, working as a whole, working like together. That's what DeFi should be about. Don't think towards the newcomers as exit liquidity, because that's gonna affect DeFi in a bad way. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's weird when people talk about exit liquidity. I don't think. I just thought it's such a weird thing. I mean, what's the difference between a real life business and a crypto project? It's still a business. Of course, you need new customers. So this exit liquidity thing is silly. Of course, you need new customers. But of course.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But it's very important to acknowledge that people should be getting into projects that are actually here to build and to bring value, as opposed to what's not real and is just pure hype. Because which businesses are successful? Those that bring value, right? Those that bring value to their customers. And you've seen what's been happening with these projects that do not bring value of any kind, any shape or form. They just come real quick and they go real quick. Like they don't have anything, significant to bring on the table. They don't have any solutions to bring on the table. And, it's in DeFi, it's all about solutions. It's all about value. And that's why we're here with Wolf Capital.
Yeah, one of my favorite questions to ask is, what problems did you see and what are you doing to fix it? So I think you kind of answered that. If you guys want to elaborate, please do. But I think you kind of answered it already.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned earlier, but I'm going to expand on that. I truly believe that a significant problem in this space, especially with these kinds of projects, is that teams aim for a lot of benefits towards influencers, a lot of benefits towards YouTubers and so on. And I don't think that's the way that projects should work. I think that everybody should be starting at the same point and having the same rules for everybody. Not to mention that a lot of projects have went away because of the higher referral fees and because of the too high percentages and all of these things. But I believe that we've completely solved the thing regarding having like a fair ground for everybody, and I think that's significant, and we have much more to bring to the table, but we got that box ticked off, and honestly, what we have managed to achieve so far, and the positivity that we have in our community, we always try to bring positivity, and we all aim to work together alongside the community. Everything that we have achieved so far, honestly, I gotta say that I'm really proud of, and I truly hope that with what we're doing, we inspire other teams out there to do the same, to follow our lead. And me, myself, and the rest of the team, we have always been open to sharing knowledge, like I mentioned earlier. You can always reach out to us so we can work on ideas and bring solutions to the DeFi space.
There are some questions in the room. I don't know if you guys are reading the room, but if you want to pick any of those.
Yeah. Mesh Cole asked a good one.
He always does.
So the average daily ROI rate the platform is giving across all users and teams today. But the other, I don't know the exact number. I think the other day I looked at it and it was 1.6. And then given the success track record of trading, gains week over week. Oh, okay. So the excess. Okay. So on that profit margin, when we do end up having a surplus after we meet current divs, what we'll end up doing is we'll just leave that in the portfolio and keep growing it. Eventually, we'll end up with that surplus, and that's the other side of scaling. That's kind of where maybe the NFTs will come in, or the token side might come in. Again, it just depends, but that surplus will stay in the portfolio.
What NFTs, sir?
That's what I'm saying. That's part of the whole scaling side that we've kind of discussed. That what we want to do, instead of just staying where we're at, we want to continue to grow.
I'm curious, how would NFTs how would they figure in? If you don't mind giving me some spoilers. I'm curious,
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have anything set in stone, so I'm not really sure how we'd be able to do it, but that's part of the whole figuring it out part. But
we do have. I gotta add that we do have something that we're working on, but it's too early to share any information regarding that. I mean, with Wolf Capital specifically, with the staking side of it, we're actually just getting started. We have been reaching higher heights each week, and of course, like we mentioned, we're working on scalability, but it's just too early to announce anything specific. By the way, I also wanted to expand and add on to your question that you asked me right before that regarding the problems that we have been solving. I think we have proven as well, we have solved the problem with this. We have proven that it's completely possible to have complete transparency when generating external revenue for a project. Because before us, at least for myself, I haven't seen anybody else sharing in real time the trades that they're doing. At least I don't know anybody that has done it.
I haven't
And
either.
you know, we've managed to do it, and we have proven that it's possible. You know, and to all those other projects that say it's impossible, it's completely possible. So it's, you know, it's just BS, and I don't agree with it. And I think for all the projects out there that are generating external revenue, they should have complete transparency with their investors, because that's very important. I mean, you are operating with your investors' money, so you should have complete transparency. That's how you should work.
Amen, sir. Amen. Amen. How do you guys go about working together? Like, how many days a week do you meet? How do you meet? Things like that. How do you guys?
Honestly, if you're asking me, I like, as a team, we're working very well together. I mean, the teamwork in this specific team that we're having in Wolf Capital, it's just on another level. But in terms of work hours and so on, we are working around the clock, like literally around the clock. Like, I would sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and start to do work on Wolf Capital. The same goes for Trev. So we are
how do you guys coordinate?
very well. We do coordinate in the team chat and on voice calls, and I would say that our coordination is on point. Between myself and Trav, we also have a calendar with all the specific dates that we have, and so on as well.
Okay, yeah. I'm really curious how a lot of these crypto teams, how, more importantly, why they don't treat things like that like a startup. You know, if you have a startup company, you go to work Monday to Friday. If you're working 5 to 2, it's whatever you're working. You know what I mean? 8 to 5, it's 8 to 5, yeah. And whatever. But I think I would like to see more projects doing this. You know, set up a group VC somewhere where you guys show up Monday through Friday, and that's work, and people can come in and look. That would be amazing. I want that. I want more transparency. I want to see the team working. I'm silly. Like
yeah, that. And just to answer to your question, why the majority of the teams don't do that, that's because, I'm going to rephrase myself from the beginning of the AMA. That's because they're doing tax forms. Like, they only care about the profit that they're going to do. And that's it. That's the reality of it. Like, no matter which way you look at it, that's the reality of it. You know, I have been in the space for quite a while. I have spoken to a lot of developers in the space, and I hear them, you know, I have spoken to them, and I hear them, you know, what they're saying. You know, I'm going to do this project and I'm going to generate this amount of money. I'm going to do that and I'm going to generate this amount of money. And I ask them, what value are you going to bring to your investors? They don't care. They don't care. In front of the people, they're going to act like they care, but in the core, deep inside, they don't care about it. They're just after the buck. And actually, you know, I'm not going to mention any specific names, but that's pretty upsetting for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've lost a lot of money in these stupid things, but I've learned a lot of lessons too. So,
well, the only way to learn is through trying. If you do not try, there is no way that you can learn. And you know, we at the Wolf Capital team, we're all about, you know, self-improving, constantly learning. You know, we never say that we know everything. We never say that we're the best version of ourselves. We're constantly doing our best to improve and to do better. And that's what we're going to continue to do for the future. And, you know, in our personal lives, and of course, most importantly for Wolf Capital, because we're very, very engaged with, you know, very engaged and very dedicated towards what we're doing.
Any other questions from the room you guys want to answer?
I haven't looked at the chat actually. Trav, if you want to answer any questions.
And you guys have been pretty awesome actually. Like usually I have to, you know, My brain is going 1,000 miles an hour trying to figure out what's the next question is. But everything's so simple. I saw somebody here asking about how you guys are making the website simple for people, and I can't imagine it being any simpler than this. It's fairly easy to read. I wish all websites were so simple.
There is a question I kind of want to hit up. So, like, how strong is your team in terms of hack attack? Yeah, the hacking part. The contract is a decentralized contract on the BSC chain, so hacking it's not happening. The website is just a tool to navigate through that contract. And then it says, let's see, how will you combat attacks that's never happened before to any project? Well, that's a kind of a hypothetical.
I do want to add to that. I do want to add to that, Trev. I gotta say that we have been working for quite a while on the Wolf Capital contract, and we have made sure that we don't have any exploits. So the contract is all secure. Also, we do have the audit from the stamp, and anybody can go check on that. And in terms of the dApp itself, just recently we had more security layers added on to make sure that we're secure from having any downtime, for instance, on the website, and creating any inconveniences for our users. Now, I think it's very important to when you add these additional security levels, to also make sure that you don't cause inconvenience to the users, because many of these other projects just out Cloudflare, but sometimes it takes time to load and so on. So we do have different security layers added on, we're pretty secure.
And then also they ask, what do you do in case the contract is drained? It can't drain. We have a system in place, so that way if there is a sudden drop in TDL for any reason at all, there's a halt. And when that halt goes off, just like in the stock market, whenever you're trading a very volatile stock, any kind of sudden drop in it, say 30%, it's manual. We'll trigger it. We'll stop any kind of withdrawals from happening. We'll assess the situation at hand and see what we need to do and take further action from there. If we need to refund users or investors at any point, of course, we'll absolutely do that.
And just to add to that, yeah, sure, go ahead, Tiamat.
I was just going to ask a very basic question that I forgot to ask. How often can you claim from the dApp?
Once a week.
Once a week?
Every 7 days.
And can you? Is there a compounding feature?
No. That's the whole point of the sustainability part, that we wanted to make sure that we can sustain this. If we added that compound feature, it would, there'd just be no way.
Can you add fresh capital?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can have as many stakes as you want to.
Is there an end game? Like a couple protocols recently have had a lifespan for the account, so to speak. For example, there's another project I think where you have a maximum deposit of like 20 BNB, and you can only get out 60 BNB. What mechanics do you have in those?
We have.
We don't have
max of 100,000 deposit, but as terms of in-game, no, we don't have like any kind of sort of in-game to that.
Okay, so there's no limit to,
and there's no reason to. There's no reason to add an end game to Wolf Capital, because we constantly keep generating external revenue, and like we already went over earlier, everybody can go and track all the trades that we do. And just to make it simple, we actually do have weekly summaries where we put all the numbers on there to ease all the investors.
Okay, so this question might be unfair, but still, tell me, what have you done, given what's happening with like the ROI space, how you could just deposit one large sum and then just keep collecting forever. Is there anything that you guys have thought to penalize people that want to do that, as opposed to, people that will add?
We do not have any. Yeah, we do not have any penalty regarding that, but I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Like we already mentioned, we have been working on Wolf Capital for quite a while, and we have been working with the numbers, playing with the numbers around, and we have only set the yields at percentages, and at the certain percentages that we know are going to we're going to be able to sustain. With the minimum deposit and the maximum deposit we do have, we don't put in numbers that we're not going to be able to keep up with. And I think that's very important, and it's completely insignificant to do the wrong numbers and then do a functionality that is going to penalize people that have deposited fair and square, if you know what I mean. But in terms of the stakes, each deposit that you make creates a individual new stake. And like Trevor already said, we you can claim from your stake once a week, but also if you do not claim for 10 days, your stake stops accumulating. So there is a accumulation cutoff. So you do have to claim the yield that you have accumulated from 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, you just answered my question. So thereafter, if I forget to claim, then after 10 days, let's say that I go on vacation for a month or two. If I don't, I'll come back to only 10 days worth. Is that what it'll be?
That's correct. You're still going to be able to withdraw your 10 days worth, but your stake would have stopped accumulating on the 10th day. However, let's say in a situation where you do go on vacation, we have managed to make sure that we have a very simple and very easy to use mobile app as well. So you can just use your MetaMask wallet, your MetaMask app on your phone, and collect all your dividends from Wolf Capital very easily.
Ooh, I just thought of an idea for your NFT. If you guys issue an NFT that acts as a claimer, own this NFT, it'll automatically claim to your account so that you don't ever miss anything. That's cute.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but in the same way, at least a lot of whales are going to simply buy the NFT and are gonna leave their capital on the project.
Not if you have them expire. Have it just be like a one-use kind of thing. You're going on vacation, you want to compound, you buy this NFT, or you forget about it for a week, but it expires. Anyways, just ignore me. Ignore my dumbass stuff.
I do want to add as well that we have an upcoming marketing campaign that is going to be very solid, which is part of our road to 1 million total investment strategy. And in terms of that, we're having billboards and key locations around the states. So basically, we actually currently have a billboard of Wolf Capital in Vegas on the Strip. We have one in Florida and one right next to SpaceX.
I can see
I'd like to add.
I can see the Strip from my window.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Are you from Vegas?
Yeah. The Strip is right there.
Nice.
I'm like 15 minutes away from the Strip.
Yeah, I believe ours is sitting in front of a MGM Grand.
Say again?
Yeah, so the billboard's right in front of the MGM Grand.
So from by the Tropicana thing?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not from there, so I couldn't tell you. I just know it's sitting in front of the MGM. So you.
I would love to tell you I'll go drive and look, but that's a lie because I fucking hate going to the Strip and I won't do that. That would be a fucking lie because I'm not going to do that because I'm just not. I go out of my way to not go there because why?
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but Trav, do you want to add more to?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah, for the marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've got on the 4th, I believe we've got James Pelton, Yabanks, both days doing some pre-recorded AMAs. After that, we've got. I'm pulling up my.
We're gonna be on the DeFi Snipers Collective with Yo Crypto Rock. Yep. We are also going to be on the Crypto Andy on his Discord. So we have a bunch of really cool AMAs lined up, and a lot of amazing YouTube videos that are going to come out as well. But in general, we have a very solid marketing campaign when it comes to our strategy to reach 1 million in the total investments.
Honestly, the best strategy, the best marketing any team can do, and you guys, any team can take this for free, is to actually do good fucking work. If you do good work, I'm going to tell my friends, that's all I'm saying. Everybody keeps on talking about spending all this money on marketing, but they don't do good work. I like that you guys are kind of doing it backwards. So, awesomeness. I like it. So, if I'm reading this Kawika. I can't say his name. Whatever. His recommended strategy to ROI. What's your strategy? What's your recommended strategy for somebody coming into this, guys? Are you guys still with me?
Yeah, doing the 50-50. So they do like a 50% claim and then do a reinvestment of your other 50. It kind of helps the contract grow and healthy, and then also allows us plenty of time to cover the divs with our with that external revenue. We're not going to be zero Ponzi-nomics overnight. We're just walking into past our 30-day mark here, so it's DeFi Snipers Collective Wolfpack. They're the ones that came up with the idea. Everybody's been following them ever since. So once again, this is just a community coming together and making sure that this succeeds in the long run. So
I like it. Yeah, that seems fairly good. Oria, do you have any other strategies that or do you think that's good too?
Yeah, that's the strategy that I recommend as well. Right. And I gotta say, we have a pretty amazing community. We have a bunch of solid teams on there already, like the DeFi Snipers Collective, Team STI, Team Pocket Aces, Team Crypto Labs Research. And I gotta say that a lot of the investors are actually following the 50-50% strategy, and that's really significant. It's really hard to achieve, and we're definitely getting there.
Excellent. Anything else you guys think we should know? So I think you've answered all my questions, to be honest. I can't think of anything else.
Honestly, if you ask me, I can go on for hours and hours speaking about Wolf Capital because I'm really excited about it and really passionate about it. So
tell me that. Tell me what. Okay, this is a 2-part question. Tell me what you're most excited about, and tell me. Let's fast forward 5 years. What do you think you'll be excited about then?
The main thing that I'm excited about is to innovate in the DeFi space, and seeing how the work that we put in, because we put a lot of work hours towards what we're doing, and to see how those work hours that we put in, all the work and all the time that we give towards Wolf Capital is paying off in terms of bringing the value to the investors, making bringing all the positivity in the DeFi space. I'm excited about discussing ideas, because we have an amazing community full of ideas. I'm excited about all of these things, and I'm always saying that you network during bear markets. And, all of us have been here, yourself as well, during the bear market. A lot of people have disappeared. But you want to network during the bear markets, guys, because that's when you meet people that want to build, that are here to stay. And again, I'm just really excited to meet all kinds of people. And I truly appreciate so far. DeFi has been great to me. I have friends all over the world. I have never imagined before this that I could, expand my network so large. And right now I have friends in Portugal. I have friends in the US. I have friends in China. I have friends all over the place. And, most of these guys are really solid. We can work together on, on potential expansions and, scaling Wolf Capital, and not just Wolf Capital, but, other products as well. And I'm really excited about that.
What about you, Trav? Anything to add to that?
He pretty much summed it up perfectly. I mean, that's kind of what we're about. So, yeah, we've been striving in this bear market, and that bull run's coming around the corner, and when it does get here, the sky's the limit.
Why the name? Why Wolf Capital? What's the significance there?
I mean, there really wasn't much of a significance towards it. We just really like the name. Kind of comes with a nice professional aspect to it. Rolls off the tongue. The wolf mascot, I don't know.
Just I like it. I overanalyze everything, sir. I wish I didn't.
From my point of view, I gotta say that I like it because wolves they work in packs, and at the core, Wolf Capital is about working together with your wolf pack, and I think that's why.
I like it. That's more along the lines of me. Like, I'm the kind of I get obsessed with stuff. Like, yeah, never mind. Okay. I like it. I think. What do you think? What do you think is holding you guys back, if anything, right now? Because I think you guys have a good. I think you guys have a good product.
There's nothing. I mean, nothing holding us back. I mean, we're jiving every week, coming up with the external revenue every week. We haven't had a lot or a bad week. We've had a slow week, but we haven't had a bad week. So growth is continuing every week. We were 644 this week or today. I think last week we just hit 500K. So I mean, our growth is pretty consistent.
How often do you bring money back and forth?
Typically, what we'll do is we'll pull out of the contract once we see it grow past a certain point, usually right around the 80,000-90,000 range. We'll go ahead and pull and put that in the portfolio to continue to generate more. So there's no point with it just sitting there, and that we haven't had to bring any kind of divs or anything like that into the contract yet.
So is it something like, I'm trying to imagine how you guys spread the money around, how you spread the pots. So let's say you guys have 5 exchanges that you use, blah, blah, blah. You have money going there. You already have money allocated. You have a new 90,000 to allocate. do you just spread it amongst those, or do you look for new opportunities to?
We spread it amongst those. So, like, for example, future leverage trading, it's a higher risk. So we use only a small percentage of the TVO to go into those. The grid bot, that's a low risk. Majority of the funds run through it. And then, of course, we have long holds that we get on these dips and we hold them. Any kind of shorts or anything like that we run, we allocate a certain percentage for those. So everything's strategic in place for just the scenarios of risk management wise. Okay. Our most profitable bots that are running are futures and the grid. Only because the grid bot's most profitable, just because not in terms of daily percentage, but in terms of just the revenue side, and that's because it's how much money's flowing through it. And then the futures are most profitable, but it's also the higher risk. So, any type of leverage trading, or anybody who's ever done it knows all it takes is one bad trade. That's it. So we just use a very small percentage for it, and it does put out quite a bit in terms of profits.
I'm ashamed to say I don't actually understand. I still don't understand how futures work, to be honest with you. But, yeah, that's another story.
Yep.
You guys can unmute yourself if anybody in the VC wants to ask any questions. If not, I think we can wrap it up, unless you guys have anything else you'd like to share.
Well, I think that we pretty much covered everything, and like I said, I can continue to speak about Wolf Capital for hours and hours and hours, but I know that for a lot of people, the daily life can be quite busy, and that's why I want to thank everybody for taking the time out of their day to join us on the AMA, and I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see all of you guys, at least the majority of you guys, on Wolf Capital. And if you didn't have any questions during the span of the AMA, make sure to ask your questions on our Telegram group or on Discord as well. We always make sure to answer all questions as quick as possible. There's always somebody from the team on, so we're gonna answer your questions later on as well. If you do have any. But yeah, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for having us, and I'm really excited about the AMA that we had here today, and possibly even having a follow up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You can have us back in here again.
Yes, I like doing revisits to see how things are going. I like doing updates. I also want to thank you guys for taking the time and being patient with me and answering my silly questions. I know they're not orthodox, but I appreciate it. And you guys have been awesome, all the awesomeness.
I appreciate it, man.
Any questions from the crowd, from the gallery? There's 80 of you and nobody has any questions. Oh, yes. I almost forgot. How do you guys want to give away this money?
Well,
actually,
let's say
I did have a question. I had a quick question. Sorry. Hey, Ox. Hey, Traffic.
Go for it.
How you guys doing? Because I've been in and out, so I don't know if you said this or not. Is the claiming if you had multiple stakes in there, is that going to be any update on that when that'll be like combined into one, as far as when that's going to be accomplished?
Oh, good question.
Very soon, everybody's going to be able to claim from all available stakes only through one transaction.
Ooh, nice.
That's really good news. Then my other question was at the road to 1 million, any thoughts of doing anything special for people who've been there since the beginning and been riding this wave since February 16th with you guys, though? Any ideas?
Imagine we probably give away or something.
I just wanted to say as well that there is definitely ideas on the table for the first investors, for all of you guys that have gotten first on Wolf Capital. Very soon we're going to make an announcement regarding that. We have something really solid coming forward.
That's great news, Fed. You guys have been referring your information to as many people as like possible. Just keep building what you're doing. It's a great project to be a part of. Thanks again.
This is the way.
Thank you. Thank you for chipping in. It's go time. And thank you for taking your time to come stop by.
Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys' time. It's much. I appreciate the faith. You could be anywhere else. Thank you for being here with my silly self. And you guys who are less silly than me. You guys are actually professional. I just pretend to be. Any other questions from?
No, you're solid, man. You're solid. I really enjoyed the AMA.
Okay, good. I have you fooled then. I like it. I fooled you.
Nah, it's hard to fool me, man. I think you're a genuine guy. And I'm looking forward, like I said, to be on here again in a couple of weeks to bring more solid and interesting information regarding Wolf Capital and the future. Let me say it this way: I'm not going to share a lot of information, but the future holds really solid stuff about Wolf Capital.
I like it. Any other questions? Also, yes, Trav, you were about to say how you thought we could do the giveaway.
Can you ask my question?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. The question I wanted to ask is do you did the project have any plan in expanding your project using video conferences to share among non-crypto users? Because a lot of people does not know how crypto space works. But once you see a video about how it works, you are going to be more understandable about how it's going to be. So that's what I want to ask.
That's interesting. Like you want to see a VC, you want to see them working? Is that what you mean?
I can hear you.
I think he's asking if we do more VCs in the community to help educate the newer crypto members.
Fair.
And
okay.
to answer, yeah, we do. We do those weekly in our community. We'll usually about once a week or something. We'll kind of get together and we'll hold one for a while. Really just kind of chat about what's happening, any kind of news that comes out, where we see the markets going, stuff like that.
Very cool.
Yeah, we do have regular AMAs on our group.
Is it a weekly kind of thing, or is it scheduled?
Yeah, it's just a weekly thing, and we put up we'll post it 24 hours in advance or 2 days in advance, just kind of let everybody know.
All right, I like it. Any other questions? So, how do you guys want to do the giveaway in the meantime? I'm open to any and all suggestions. I don't have any.
I usually just let Ox do it. He's usually got the better ideas.
Okay. Surprise me, sir. Regale us with your giveaway prowess.
Okay, let's do this. Let's see who's paying attention. We did mention it earlier on. So let's do. We have $100 to give away, right? So let's break it up between 4 people, $25 each, and yeah. So let's do the following, guys. So let's see who's paying attention. I'm gonna ask a question. Get ready to answer it in the chat. We did mention it earlier on in the AMA. When did Wolf Capital launch? Come on, let's see. Kramer, you can't participate. You're part of the team. Okay. So let me see. We have Crypto Crazy. Congratulations, Crazy. And glad to see you on here. Crypto Crazy is an amazing friend of mine for a long time in the DeFi space.
It says it's go time. Okay, Crypto Crazy. I pinned it.
I think it's gold, but he edited his message. He had a mistake. So sorry, it's gold time, but that's not fair. You had to type it in correctly.
I like it. Yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, he wrote instead of February, he wrote GEN or something. Yep. GEGEB or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's not fair to Crypto Crazy. But we have $75 more to give away.
No.
Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. So, let's do this. Everybody write in the chat Wolf Capital to the moon, and Tiamut is going to randomly pick somebody, and he's going to win $25.
Why are you putting this on me? Okay.
Let's go, guys. Wolf Capital to the moon in the chat. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes.
Yep, that's how I usually do it myself as well.
Yellow lip. It was yellow lip.
Congratulations, Yellow Lip.
Congratulations. That was very scientific.
By the way, let's note them down. So, Crypto Crazy.
I pinned them. I pinned this. You don't have to do that. I pinned them.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Crypto Crazy.
So, any ideas for remaining $50?
No, you're on a roll, dude. Keep going. I like it. Ooh, we could do the only thing I ever have. I'm really bad at this stuff. The only thing I ever use is that stupid emoji thing, where you could do the dice.
Yeah, we can do. How about make them go to Twitter
or Dart? Okay, yeah, I like it. Usually at the end of my AMAs, stop it. Stop with the dice. Stop with the dice. I didn't say use that.
They're going nuts.
Stop it.
So what is your idea, Trav?
Sorry,
Trav, are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my headphone died. It's like, oh shit. No, I was gonna say we can have them all go to Twitter and tweet.
Yeah,
something about Wolf Capital. I don't know.
Okay, I like it.
I'm dumb. I don't know.
I promise I'm dumber. There's the Twitter picker thing. The Twitter picker. We could let me post it in the room. Twitter picker.
Okay, guys, I have an amazing idea.
Okay, I'm listening. Regale us.
So, recently we had an update on Monarch app. Let's see who's using Monarch app. So on Monarch app right now, we have the My DeFi dashboard where you can track all the projects that you're in and are listed on Monarch, of course. And you can see your daily gains. You can see how much you're generating on a daily basis from each project and so on. So guys, go on Monarch app, on My DeFi dashboard. You have to connect your wallet, take a screenshot and send it here. And whoever does that first is going to win the next $25.
I like it. I like making people work. I like it.
Let me send you guys the link. you have it. Whoever does it first. The chat deleted my link, but yeah, you go on Monarch app,
I post
and then DeFi dashboard.
God, I suck at this. I should have made you admin. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me?
Hold on.
All right, I just
it's
hold
fine.
on. Hold
it's
on.
fine.
Hold on.
I just sent you the link.
Admin now. All right. Well, you're admin anyways now.
So yeah, guys, you can track all your investments on Monarch app on your DeFi dashboard, and the best thing is that it's completely for free, and you can connect up to 3 wallets. And you can monitor all your investments from dApps that are listed on Monarch app.
I think 2 people already did it, so one of them won. I think. You tell me. I see 3 screenshots. I don't know if they're the right ones or not. You tell me, sir.
Did somebody send it?
Yeah, I see 3 different ones, but I don't know. I'm not a good judge, so you tell me. I see 3 different ones.
Okay, we have a winner. Let me see. Let me double check. Hold on just a sec. We have a winner. It's ArkFi. Congratulations. I see that your daily gains are $175. Congratulations. You win $25. Yeah. Congrats.
Winner, chicken dinner. All right. We just hit 1902 in the room. Yay. All right. I pinned him too. So that's number 3. Yes, those 3. And for the last.
And we have another $25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So guys, Trav just did a tweet. And go and retweet that tweet, and one of you is gonna randomly win $25. But Trav, can you send me the link so that I can share it on here?
Hey, I'm gonna send you the link to Twitter Picker. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you use it already. It'll do all the work.
Nice. I haven't used it actually.
It'll do all the work for you. All you do is put in the URL. And you tell them who they have to follow, and it'll randomly pick somebody who did the task for you. It's pretty cool. I like it. It makes me
nice.
I don't have to think. I don't have to think at all with it, so I like it a lot. I'm gonna do that. By the way, once the AMA is over, I'm gonna post it on Twitter, and I'll give you guys another chance to win some other money other than the $100 today. So stick around or check the pinned messages for the link to it, and I'll leave it open for a day or 2, but I'll give away some extra money after this one, apart from what they are doing. So stick around if you care about free money and any of that crap. If you don't, that's okay. I'll keep my money.
Who doesn't? But yeah, I just shared it. Again, I want to thank you for having us on here, and I want to thank everybody for joining. I have to drop off because I have to walk my dogs, but yeah, they're waiting for me, and yeah, it's. I think we've had an amazing KMA.
Thank you, sir. I'm much appreciated. My dog is snoring over there somewhere. Have a good day, sir. I am going to stop the recording. No, actually, I'm going to wait till we have the final winner, and then I'll stop it. Are you still with me, Trav?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Excellent. All right. I see 21 retweets so far. Very nice. I retweeted you as well. You have 702. That's my phone. That's my area code. 702. That's Nevada's area code. Randomness. Who did your graphics? Is this AI generated, or do you guys have a graphic artist?
I think that one came from DeFi Snipers. So it was on came from their Telegram. So would have came from Crypto Rock.
Yeah, it looks similar to that stuff. Let's see, we're up to 20. No, I'm crazy. We're up to 20. What's the deadline, sir?
It's whenever. You can do it now.
Okay, well, no, it's up to you. I promise you, I've got nothing but time, sir. I've got nothing.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's pick one.
You can use that Twitter picker thing if you want.
Andy R.
Andy R. Okay, paste the username in the room for me so I can
Okay. Let's see.
Andy R. I don't see. Roll what? Roll what, sir?
Hang on. I'm trying to. Hang on.
No, thank you, sir. Not you. I'm sorry. Somebody's saying something dumb in the chat.
Oh, I can't post it in there. Let me send it to you.
Yeah. I'm ridiculous.
There you go.
Personal. Got it. And Andy BSW. Perfect. All right. So I'm assuming that you'll have them DM you their wallet addresses, blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
that's fine. Yeah, just have them send me a DM and I'll get it.
Yeah, and I'm taking care of 2 of those. So I guess you tell me who you did, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Perfect.
I'm gonna. So thank you again, everyone, for coming by. I'll see you in the next one.